Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play. Now, I'm gonna show you the full footage sometime soon. It's like an hour and a half, maybe hour 16 minutes, I believe so. And basically what I did is I collected a lot of resources underground. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to, you know what? It might be quieter for you guys, but for me it's noisy. I'm gonna turn this down. There we go. Oh, nope. We'll deal with it later. But for now, we're gonna get some sleep. Okay, so now we're awake. Basically, what I did is I gathered a lot of minerals and stuff, and I also made this, which is a chicken farm. Now, I have a lot more iron, as you can see. We've got a stack and a half of iron. Now, there is a way to farm iron, but we're going to do that later on in this series. For now, though, we're going to use our chicken farm. So here's how it works. Now this isn't anything spectacular. It's literally just cobblestone, a glass, and then a chest. What this farm does is it takes advantage of entity cramming. I guarantee that it is not the most efficient farm out there, but it's a farm that I feel like is easy to build. What we're going to do is we're going to take all of these chickens that we got in this farm, and we're going to use wheat seeds. You see, when they're attracted to you when you have wheat seeds, because that's how you feed them. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take advantage of this, and then we're gonna have them lure them in to this farm. And so what it'll do is it will cram these chickens in there. And you see right here, what we do is we're gonna shift and make some more babies using these chickens. And we're gonna slowly throw in the eggs so that way the baby chickens can get in there. Now it's almost prepared. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to keep on breeding the chickens in there until we get a farm. Now obviously we have another egg. Now the good news is, since we created this new farm, we don't need these fences anymore. Thank goodness. And oh yeah, today we have a new question. How on earth do we prepare for the nether? Because that's what we're going to be heading next. We're going to be heading to the nether. And so I've gathered some diamonds. Yep, I've collected my first diamonds. Collected some iron and redstone. We're going to be using all these riches later on. And some gold as well. So yeah, I've got a lot. Now, I'm still leaving this chest as unorganized because we don't really have that much room at the moment. But eventually we will make a storage system. Okay. So let's throw another egg. Now, another thing about this farm is that in case we get any eggs, it'll drop down into this hopper, which then will be picked up by this chest. That's so yeah. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our diamonds, And what we're going to do is, we could make a block, we could make some armor, but in this case, we're going to make a diamond pickaxe. And so what this does is, a diamond pickaxe can break a lot of things, including obsidian, which is what we're going to be using for our nether portal. And so, yeah, we're going to gather this obsidian and our flint and steel. Now, first off, what we're going to have to take with us is our cobblestone. And, oh yeah, now, normally we would have to use our gold to, like, craft some boots. But because we got a golden helmet from that loot that we got in episode 3, we don't really have to do anything, which is fantastic. Now, obviously, we don't need a water bucket because you can't place anything in the... You can't place any water in the nether. We're gonna need some torches. We're also gonna have to be careful. In fact, let's actually... You know what? I'm sick of this chicken nonsense. I'm gonna turn the friendly creatures off. There we go. So now you can hear me clearly without having all the chickens everywhere. So yeah. Now of course, I might as well add some eggs and stuff, but of course, what we're going to do before we go to the nether, however, so we're going to put everything away. We're going to keep our diamond pickaxe safe because we do not want to lose it. What we're going to have to do, first of all, is we're going to have to gather some resources. We're going to gather, get this wood. And what we're going to do is we're going to, use the villagers we get from the village. So I'll see you guys when we are at the village. Another thing I realized is that we do not have a sugarcane farm. So let's... So before we actually go to the village, we've got a lot to do today. So before we actually go to the village, what we're going to do is we're going to collect some sugarcane. And, oh, there we go. We got some sugarcane right here. Now that's going to be very useful. So yeah, now let's go to the village. Okay, so now we are back here at the village. Let's eat some food. And in my inventory, I brought together a bunch of workstations that I crafted using some iron and stone. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to use these workstations to trade with villagers. Now, I don't recommend trading some coal. Here's an idea. What we're going to do is we're going to make this guy an armorer. Come to think of it, I should have brought some coal, honestly. We're going to make, how about this guy? Yeah, it usually takes a couple tries. But hopefully one guy will find a workstation. Ah, there we go. So we're going to trade some emeralds to lock this guy's trades in, and he will be our armorer. So yeah, we need... You know what? I need to I wonder what the crafting recipe for a fletching table is, because we're going to need that as well. Alright, I figured it out online, but hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just had to be right back and grab myself a fletching table. Now this right here is going to be key, because this is going to be, speedrunners use fletchers to get resources as quickly as possible. So we're going to make one of our guys Fletcher. And it's going to be this guy. We're going to lock this guy's trades. So even if we break it, get some arrows, because arrows are useful. And one of our guys is going to be a stone cutter. How about this guy? Or this guy. Cool. Now we're going to leave that, because we're going to go get some clay. Oh yeah, and another thing, remember that broken portal that we discovered in like episode 2 and 3? We're going to be using that as a way to go to the nether. Now luckily we've got our gold helmet on, and it's enchanted with respiration 3. So we don't have to like worry about drowning all that much. As you can tell, there's a good reason why I chose Fletcher and Toolsmith or Mason, whatever it's called, as a way to gather emeralds, because look how easy it is to gather just 30 clay. Like, you don't have to do much, you just have to go in an ocean nearby and just gather a bunch of clay. There's not much to it. Okay, so I gathered about 2 stacks of clay. That should be enough to get us 12 emeralds. Yep. Cool. And he's gonna level up. And so yeah, we can trade more with him, like stone, because we got a lot of stone. And I also did that on purpose to level him up, so that way we can then, like, for example, we can then get a bow. And so now what we can do with this bow is we can shoot things, like, for example, that'll become very useful, because let's say we're like trying to cave, we then don't like have to worry about monsters as much. So yeah, let's continue on trading, and then we'll eventually get into the nether. So yeah, I'm gonna record this part on camera, just me trading. Let's go to our let's go right here to our mason. So yeah, we got a bunch of emeralds. Now we need to go to our Fletcher. Where is he? In fact, let's actually make a chest and store these bows, because yeah, we don't want to, like, of course we're gonna save these bows here because bows are gonna be very useful later on, but the thing that the thing is, it's just annoying when you have so many bows everywhere. So yeah, he's not leveled up all the way yet. Looks like we're gonna have to dig out some more clay and some more resources before we can officially level him up. And he'll eventually start trading sticks. That's why I chose the Fletcher. Another thing we can do is... Oh, wait. We don't have any emeralds. Duh. So, yeah. Now, right there, we have what we call pillagers. This is why the bow is going to be useful. Now, I actually came across these guys right here. Let's get away from them. Now, when in doubt, you can actually make them shoot each other. It's kind of funny. Like, see? Like, right... like, it's very easy to actually get these guys to shoot each other. See? But we're going to shoot them with the bow. So yeah, this is what we call a pillager patrol. Now here's the big problem. We can't go back to the village because if we do, we're going to start a raid. So what you do is if you don't want this bad omen effect, as they call it, you simply go to a cow and you drink milk. You see? Bad omen effect removed. Okay, so we're back at the base. I decided, you know what, let's start, oh my gosh. Man, this is annoying. Okay, so my world had a little bit of a freak out, annoying bug and stuff. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this stone away, and I'm gonna put all this away. So yeah, I'm going to put all this away, and then I'm going to get ready, and then we'll go into the nether. How did that chicken get here? And yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. Okay, so now what I've decided to do is gather some resources. What we're going to do is we're going to prepare for the nether. And the way we do that is, well, first off, let's grab our... We've got our gold helmet on. We've got some gold. We need to grab gold because of the piglins. We need to grab some cobblestone. We need to grab our food. And we need to grab, let's grab our golden apple because that's going to help us. And we're going to grab a few pickaxes. Let's actually make some iron ones. Let's bring a flint and steel. And obviously, we're going to grab some emergency wood. And yeah, let's bring a bow and 42 arrows. Oh yeah, we already have a bow, duh. And yeah, let's actually bring a little bit more wood and some obsidian in case anything goes wrong. And now you might question why on earth I put the bed away. Because aren't you supposed to bring a bed with you at all times? Well, not in the nether, you know. Also, the same thing for reason why. In fact, let's actually go to sleep before we go to the nether. Now, you might question why on earth I'm not bringing a water bucket or a bed, and that's because water does not work in the nether, sadly. And also because, and the same reason for a bed is because if you place a bed and try and sleep in the nether, it'll just blow up. And we don't, and the last thing we want to do is to just explode because of a bed. We have not died yet on this single player world, and the last thing we want to do is die, because dying all the time is annoying. If you've watched Scar, you've seen him die constantly, and it can be a very frustrating process to get back all your items. That's why I don't die a lot in this game. So yeah, let's go back to that broken portal, and let's use the rest of our obsidian to make a new portal. Okay, so there we are. We have a broken portal nearby. Now, normally we would have to make the nether portal by ourselves, but because of this broken portal, we can simply just use it. Now, let's first swim there and be aware of any drowned. Luckily, we have a lot more armor on, so it's not a big deal for us. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our diamond pick and we're going to mine this crying obsidian. It takes a while, so, and we got an achievement called cutting the onions. Now, crying obsidian is one of my favorite blocks of all time. I'm going to be using it for building. And let's replace it with regular obsidian that we have. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to replace it with regular obsidian. And what we do is we just light the flint and steel to make a portal. And let's head on in. Now, the nether is a very dangerous place. We have to be super careful at all times. And so yeah. So yeah, perfect. We spawned in a regular nether waste. So look at this place. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of netherrack everywhere. And wow, we spawned in a very risky area. And there are new nether biomes, and the most recent update we had is the nether update. But we have to be super careful because we do not want to fall in and burn. And I'm hearing piglins nearby. Now, the good news is we've got a golden helmet on, so the piglins won't be a big deal. This is what piglins do, is they I believe that they treat players who have gold on with respect, because they like gold. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to break, because you can actually get gold in the nether too, not just the overworld. So we're going to break some gold. And yeah, let's discover this area. We might dig up some quartz as well while we're at it. So yeah, we gotta be very careful. So we're gonna bridge up to this area. And it appears to be nothing. Also, let's check what Y level. Let's check what Y level we're on. So we're at Y level 60, which isn't really that. It isn't really that special, honestly. So yeah, let's travel down this path, but let's be super careful. Make sure no lava. You see, we don't want to end up falling in that lava. And I believe the piglins will not attack us because we have gold on. So yeah, that's good news. We're going to break some of this quartz because quartz is actually a very useful item. It's also one of my favorite building blocks. So yeah, obviously, the nether is a very dangerous place. And so yeah, I guess we're just going to end it right here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Glad to get in the nether. And I can't believe we're finally here. I've never actually explored the nether in 1.16 before, so it was a nice welcoming surprise for me, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye for now. Oh yeah, and subscribe for sure.